Hello students, happy Monday. This is December 7th, 2020. Today for your week 7, when I click on this, you will see a couple of things on here. The first thing at the top will be your final exam. As you can see, it will be available on the 7th. I'm recording this a day early, so this is why it shows up like this. And it will close on the 11th at 4:05 p.m. Okay, so the folder will disappear from your pages at 4:05. So you need to make sure you get it in before then. So when you click on your final exam for your digital portfolio, you will notice that the directions are almost identical to what you did for the for our 30-day challenge. So it should look fairly easy. This is a Google page. This is a Schoology page. It is not an assignment. So you need to make sure you follow the directions because otherwise you will not get the assignment in on time. So the first thing you're going to do is you're going to finish your page according to the checklist. When you click on the checklist, it will make you a clean copy. So you'll make a copy of the checklist. You want to go ahead and put your first initial, last name, and your class period on it, okay? I would go ahead and I would save it to your Comm Apps folder. And then go ahead and click that share button, and you're going to want to share it with your Comm Apps teacher, either Mr. Reynolds or I. I'm telling him to ignore this because, well, this is for you guys, but you will not do that for your teacher. You will not have right to ignore. And then I want to also make sure when I hit that share button too, I change the link to Northside, okay? This makes sure when Mr. Reynolds has a copy of it, that after I do my student checklist, he can go through and he can do his teacher checklist. And he can go ahead and write the grade on there. This is how you'll know what grade you got, because for your final exam, it goes straight into your home access center and it does not go into Schoology at all. The second thing that you want to do is share your checklist as Northside. That's what I said to do, and make your teacher an editor. Then you are going to go to the portfolio and publish the portfolio one last time. So I'm going to go ahead to go to my portfolio. Once I go here, I want to make sure I have everything in here. Just check through using the checklist. And then I want to make sure I hit publish one last time. I'm ready to go. There's nothing to publish. So I'll go back here. Then it says go to your hidden SAP accountability page and share the link and copy it. Okay. So I'm going to go to my pages here, click on Comm Apps. If I click that little caret button, you can see the accountability page, which should be hidden. The reason we're having you go to this accountability page is because since it is hidden, this is the only way we can see it if we want to grade it. So then you'll go ahead up here to the copy publish site link and click it and copy the link. The next thing it says is to fill out the final exam submission form. So I'm going to click on the Google form and fill it out. Make sure I choose the correct teacher, my class period, and here's where I'm going to paste my portfolio student accountability page. It should say accountability at the end, and that's how I know that it has my accountability page on it. And then I'm going to share my checklist. If you don't have the checklist at this point, you can click on this, but you should have already made it and gone through it. So I can go ahead and click that share button once more, copy the link. Please make sure, guys, that you've gone through here and you've X'd off the things that you did. If you want to do a check mark, that's fine. Leave it blank for the things that you haven't done. But in reality, guys, you should have everything already on here when you turn it in. The PV legs, you are doing it today, so do not turn in anything until after your PV legs is in, okay? So again, you'll check off everything on here. You have that shared link. Paste the link on here. Send a copy to yourself of your responses. Remember, you always want to cover your assets. You always want to make sure that you are completely covered in case something goes wrong, especially for a final exam. Once you've done that, you will submit and it will send it straight to Mr. Reynolds and I. And then you're done with your final exam. So that is how you do your final. The next thing we're going to talk about is your assignment for today. Please remember there is no Zoom call, so don't even try it. But you will click on Monday, December 7th lesson. It will pull it up, and you will follow through. So it'll talk about the final exam, which we just talked about, so we're all good on that. We're going to talk about your final documentation for exam, your PV Legs presentation, which when you go to the assignment, there will be detailed instructions about what to do. If you don't remember PV Legs, go ahead and watch this video. Your DA question for today is, how is PV Legs important when it comes to communication? If you did your PV Legs presentation, you will know the answer to this question because it is one of the questions that is asked of you. And finally, please make sure you get your work in. If you guys remember, Mr. Reynolds and I have a deal with you guys. If you get everything in before the 11th, then we will have a great, wonderful day where we can have some downtime because everything is turned in. So please make sure you do what you need to get done. When you click on the What is PV Legs assignment, it gives you an explanation of the assignment, even giving you so far as to showing you a copy that I myself made, a version I made myself. So that should be it. You will notice it's not on here yet, but it will, but you will have your DA squared question that you need to make sure you do as well. If you have any questions, comments, or concerns, please email Mr. Reynolds and I throughout the day. Make sure if it's important, you tell us in the byline that it is very important and that you need to answer back. We need to answer right away. We will be checking our emails throughout the day, but we will not be checking in. You will need to put up the initiative to make sure that you are heard if it needs to be. So again, have a wonderful day, guys, and we will see you on Tuesday. Bye.